Hello, very good morning, dear students. Ulagadi Madam here. What we discussed in the previous sessions, we discussed about industrial economics, its meaning, objectives, what it includes, and then factors governing industrial development, factors inhibiting industrial development, and then we studied about public sector, its meaning, objectives, the role of public sector, growth of public sector, and drawbacks of public sector and remedies of public sector. And today we are going to discuss about private sector. So this private sector now occupies very important place in Indian economy and economic development of India. Let us try to learn about private sector. What is private sector? Private sector, it refers to the privately owned and managed sector. The private sector enterprises are organized as proprietary concerns and partnerships, etc. Yes, private sector enterprises owned and managed by the private entrepreneurs. ಖಾಸಗಿ ವಲಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈ ಖಾಸಗಿ ವಲಯದ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕೆಗಳೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಖಾಸಗಿ ಉದ್ದಿಮೆದಾರರ ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಖಾಸಗಿ ಉತ್ಪಾದನಾಕಾರರ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕೆಗಳು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಎಸ್, ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಣ್ಣ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಐತ್ರಿ ಇದು, ಒಂದು 10-15 ನಿಮಿಷ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಬಲ್ಲೆ ಈ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂದರೆ शॉर्ट नोटिक ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮಗೆ मीनिंग ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. फक्त ह्याच्याबद्दल तुम्हाला प्रश्न मीनिंग विचारू शकतात आणि शॉर्ट नोट पण विचारू शकतात. येस, सो let us try to understand about this concept. It is a very simple and very easy topic. Okay, what are the features of these private enterprises and then what are the merits? More or less remains the same. Come to the first point, personal initiative. So what it means? Personal initiative means what? So these private sector enterprises are owned and managed by the private entrepreneurs. Therefore, there is a personal interest, personal care and personal initiation is there. And when private entrepreneurs are working, then definitely what happens, they take care of the production system, they take care of that is management, etc. So this is the first very important feature and it is also the plus point. That means it is what merit of the private enterprises. And dear students, we all know that the new economic policy of 1991, the second mantra, the first mantra is liberalization and the second mantra is what? That is privatization, and third mantra is what? Globalization. And the second mantra, what is that? Privatization, no doubt. Why government give importance to privatization? Because of the merits. The first merit is personal initiation is there, and the second one, competition, no doubt. Tough competition is there, strong competition is there. It means what? When private entrepreneurs carrying the production system of the nation, definitely healthy competition is there. They produce the best quality of goods that to capture the market and to enjoy the lion's share in the market. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕವಾದಂತಹ ಕಾಳಜಿ ಈ ಖಾಸಗಿ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಖಾಸಗಿ ಉದ್ದಿಮೆದಾರರು ಯಾವುದೇ ತೊಂದರೆಯಾಗಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ನಷ್ಟವನ್ನು ಅನುಭವಿಸಲು ಅವರು ಸಿದ್ಧ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೈಪೋಟಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರ್ತದಂದ್ರೆ ಆರೋಗ್ಯಕರವಾದಂತಹ ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂತಹ ಪೈಪೋಟಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತೈತಿಪ್ಪ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಖಾಸಗಿ ಉದ್ದಿಮೆದಾರರು ಈ ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಂಹ ಪಾಲು ತಮ್ಮದಾಗಬೇಕಂತ ಇಚ್ಛೆ ಪಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನೋ ಮಾಡಿದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಏನೋ ಮಾಡಿದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಇದೊಂದು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಟಫ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟಿಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್, ಹೆಲ್ದಿ ಕಾಂಪಿಟಿಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ good quality production is there. And third one, profit motive. Yes, profit is their main motto. They are very much interested to enjoy the lion's share in the market, and therefore they occupies and they enjoy that is remarkable profit. They work hard and they work recklessly and they enjoy the maximum profit. Therefore, the government of India introduced the concept of privatization. ಈ ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕ ವಲಯದ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳೋರಿಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳೋರಿಲ್ಲ, ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕೆಗಳು. ಸೊ ಅವು ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟುಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಳಿ ಅನಿಗತೆ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ elephants. That means what type of elephant? White elephants, looking beautiful, and we have to maintain it. Just like that is public sector undertakings, but private entrepreneurs occupies very important place, that to generate more employment opportunities, more profit, good care, etc., etc. These are the merits and the features of private enterprises. Then come to the next point. What are the demerits? It means what? Limitations. Yes. So what are the drawbacks of the private entrepreneurs? Yes, listen carefully. The first one, lacks social responsibility. Yes, this is the one drawback of the private sector entrepreneurs. There is no social responsibility on them. As we all know that these private sector enterprises are owned and managed by the private entrepreneurs, and their main motto is what? To earn maximum profit, and they neglect what? That is society. That means less social responsibility is there. But nowadays what happens, these private entrepreneurs and enterprises also giving importance to society. Take for example, they are giving healthcare facilities and they are providing that is educational facilities to the poorest of the poor. What is their main intention? Their main intention is to capture that is market. So whatever it may be, the first drawback is what? Lacks social responsibility. And second one, concentration of economic power and wealth. Yes, when the things are concentrated in few hands, it leads to concentration of economic power, concentration of wealth and power, and creation of monopolies. This is the drawback of, or the demerit of the private entrepreneurs. Yes, the intervention of the government is less. They enjoy the monopoly power. ಸೊ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಹಸ್ತಕ್ಷೇಪ ಯಾವಾಗ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಈ ಖಾಸಗಿ ಉದ್ದಿಮೆದಾರರು ಈ ಸಂಪತ್ತನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ದೇಶದ ಆದಾಯವನ್ನು ತಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಕೆಲವು ಕೈಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಪತ್ತಿನ ಮತ್ತು ದೇಶದ ಆದಾಯದ ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಕೃತವಾಗಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇದು ಒಂದು ನ್ಯೂನ್ಯತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್, ಅನ್ಹೆಲ್ದಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅನ್ಫೇರ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಸಸ್. ಅನ್ಹೆಲ್ದಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅನ್ಫೇರ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಸಸ್. ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ದ ಕಾಂಪಿಟಿಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಟಫ್, ನೋ ಡೌಟ್, and each and every firm try to capture the market, no doubt. Each and every firm try to enjoy the maximum share, that means lion share in the market, no doubt. They are struggling, they are fighting with each other. It means what? Tough competition is there. Sometimes what happens, this tough competition leads to unhealthy competition, cheating, malpractices, etc. introduced, and unfair practices like black hoarding, so which in turn leads to so many economic problems. ಈ ಖಾಸಗಿ ಉದ್ದಿಮೆದಾರರು ಯಾವಾಗ ಸಂಪತ್ತಿನ ಮತ್ತು ಅಧಿಕಾರದ ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಕರಣವಾಗ್ತದನೋ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅನಾರೋಗ್ಯಕರವಾದಂತಹ ಕೆಲವು ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಘಟನಾವಳಿಗಳ ನಡೀಬೋದು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಪ್ಪು ದಾಸ್ತಾನ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಕಳ್ಳ ದಾಸ್ತಾನು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಕಳ್ಳ ಮಾರಾಟತನ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಕಪ್ಪು ಹಣದ ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಕರಣ, ಅವೆಲ್ಲವುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಅಂಥ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. And fourth one, industrial disputes. Yes, because of lack of control of the government and government intervention leads to industrial disputes in private sector. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕಾ ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತಹ ತಂಟೆಗಳು, ತಕರಾರುಗಳು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಬರಬಹುದು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕ ನೀತಿ 100% ಅನ್ವಯ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಈ ಖಾಸಗಿ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಅವ್ರು ತಮ್ಮದೇ ಆದ ಕಾಯ್ದೆ ಕಾನೂನುಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದರಿಂದ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಎಸ್ ಮೈ ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ another one, that is joint sector. Yes, so simple meaning and example they may ask. What is joint sector? It is an undertaking whose ownership and management are shared by both public and private sector. So joint, the name itself indicates that here both are working. That means 50-50. It may be 50-50 or according to the ratio. That means joint sector is an undertaking whose ownership and management are shared by both public sector and private sector. ಜಂಟಿ ವಲಯ. ಈ ಜಂಟಿ ವಲಯದ ಉದ್ದಿಮೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಮಾಲೀಕತ್ವತನ ಮತ್ತು ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆ ಇವೆರಡು ಖಾಸಗಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕ ವಲಯಗಳಿಗೆ ಹಂಚಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಿರುತ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, the best examples of joint sector enterprises in India: Gujarat State Fertilizer Company, Cochin Refineries, Andhra Paper Mills, Madras Fertilizer, etc. These are the examples of joint sector. Why the joint sector undertakings established? See here, two evolutionary forces were responsible for the setting up of industries in the joint sector. Public sector is working and private sector is working, and the government is very much interested to establish joint sector also. Why? This is the interesting factor, and two things are given here. One is drastic changes in the pattern of financing big industries, and another one, increasing demand for nationalization of big industrial enterprises. Yes, ಸೊ ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ತಕ್ಕಂತೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಬದಲಾವಣೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಮೊದಲು ಏನಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಖಾಸಗಿದವ್ರ ಕಡೆ ಇತ್ತು, ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ನಂತರ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂತು, ಆಮೇಲೆ 91 ನಂತರ ಖಾಸಗಿಗೆ ಹೋಯಿತು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಏನೋ ಎಡವಟ್ಟಾದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಪ್ಪ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಅಂದರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಖಾಸಗಿದವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಕೆಲಸ ತಪ್ಪತೈತಿ, ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ರೀ, ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಟು ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಡ್ರಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿಗ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ದವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ವಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, so it leads to some economic problems. So this is the one more important thing why the joint sector entrepreneurs started in India. Second one, increasing demand for nationalization of big industrial enterprises. Yes, so on the one hand there is a demand for privatization, and on the other hand demand for nationalization. Under such a circumstances, the government tried to make a balance between these two by establishing joint sector enterprises. Is it clear? Then what are the benefits of the joint sector enterprises? ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕನೂ ಬೇಡ, ಖಾಸಗಿ ವಲಯಕ್ಕೂ ನಾವು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಬಂಡವಾಳವನ್ನು ತೊಡಗಿಸೋದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವರುಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅನುಮತಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಅವು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಎಡೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ತಾವಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಸೊ ಜಂಟಿ ವಲಯಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಆದ್ಯತೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಬಂತು. ಏನು ಲಾಭಗಳಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಪವರ್. ನೋ ಡೌಟ್, ಇಫ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ದೆನ್ limitations are there. If private sector is there, monopolies are created. And to overcome these two difficulties, joint sector established. And the first benefit is what? It helps us to reduce the concentration of economic power in few hands. ಎರಡೂ ವಲಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಈ ಜಂಟಿ ವಲಯಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಆದ್ಯತೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿತು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ನಮಗೆ ಮಹತ್ವದ ಅನುಕೂಲತೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಮತ್ತು ದೇಶದ ಆಸ್ತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸಂಪತ್ತಿನ ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಕರಣ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Second one, promoting social objectives. When both are there, public sector is there and private sector is there, there is a possibility for the introduction of social objectives. ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ತರಬಹುದು. Third one, to overcome the failure of both the private sector and public sector. No doubt, when public sector is working under loss and private sector is working under loss, then automatically it is better to merge them and to introduce joint sector and to accelerate the industrial growth of the country. That means what? To generate more and more industrial activities in the nation. Then balanced regional development is possible with the help of joint sector. Government interest is there and the interest of the private entrepreneurs is there. When both are working together, definitely it helps us to overcome the difficulty of regional imbalance, concentration of wealth and economic power, then concentration of resources, etc., etc. So, these are the benefits of the joint sector. Come to the next point, that is drawbacks are also there. Improper planning is there, improper working strategy is there, but public sector, private sector and joint sector, these three are having their own place in the economic development of the country. Okay, yes, my dear students, go through these all videos and try to note down the points. I am going to engage your class in Google Meet app also, so please prepare notes. I am going to check. Is it clear? Stay home, stay safe and take care. See you in the next session.